Wake up! This is Sam Franzman with the Awakening Geek, and we're here at the game night. And we're gonna go in and we're gonna show around Miles and Jake, and we're gonna have Bob give us a little walkthrough and show us some things. So come on in. Hey, Bob.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going good, going good. So this is your store, huh?
Yes, this is my store.
Outstanding, outstanding. Would you mind showing us around a little bit? I brought my friend Miles and my son Jake here. So.
Sure. Well, this is the front desk.
All right.
What we carry here is we carry board games, card games, collectible card games, and role-playing games.
Okay.
This is mostly where we have most of our board games. We carry all kinds of board games, from adult, fantasy, sci-fi. We have family and party games. We have Euro games. We have just basic card games. They play 2 players. We also have a bunch of children's games. Over here we carry our role-playing games. This is where we keep our role-playing games.
Cool.
And then this is our game room. And back here you can come and play games. We have over a 400 game library at the moment, and it's always growing.
So you mean we can just come back here and play games whenever we want, type of thing?
And you can play them, yep, and we're going to be rolling out a rewards program in here in about a month. So the more you play and come, spend a little money, and you get more free stuff.
Outstanding. I love free stuff.
Free stuff is great.
Cool, cool.
So, yeah, this is our nice area, play games.
All right. Very nice.
Oh, they're back already.
All right. That's
and,
good.
you know, what's cool about our game stores and a lot of game stores, we have 2 bathrooms, a men and a women's.
Very important. I'm sure the women appreciate that. All right. So now I'm here with the other owner of the game night, Bob. And I want to thank you for doing the interview for the Awakening Geek.
No problem.
All right. So just a few questions. So at what point did you and Jason say, we should open up a game store? Can you tell me that story a little bit?
Well, Jason and I have been friends for a long time. We used to work together, and we actually became friends because of games. We started talking about Dungeons and Dragons, and I found out that he liked role-playing games. So we started to talk about that stuff and just geek talk in general, and we hit it off.
Yeah.
So Jason and I became fast friends. Flash forward about 10 years. I really, wanted to open my own game store. We would go to game conventions together. We would always say, wouldn't it be so cool if we had our own place?
Yeah.
I want to do it. And so about 5 years ago, I started collecting games with the idea that I'm going to open my own store. I'm like, okay, at least this I can do, and it looks like something I'm doing it. So I made the plans and all that stuff, and then, just decided to go ahead and pull the trigger, and got Jason on board. And
outstanding.
The rest is history.
There you go, and here you are in Aurora at the game night. That's awesome. So now you have how many games here?
It's somewhere over 400. I stopped counting about 350. I know it's over 400 at this point.
Cool.
It's always going to be growing. We already had to expand the shelves.
Outstanding. Which of these games would you say is your favorite?
Well, Talisman. A lot of people hate this game, but I love this game because it's not the first game I ever played, but it's the one that's probably closest to my heart. Back when I was probably about your son's age.
Yeah. About 13.
Yeah, a friend of mine introduced it to me about 1985.
Yeah.
The first edition.
Okay.
This is the 4th edition.
Okay.
And I went out and bought a copy. Then they came out with several expansions. And I kept that copy, and all through the time I was in the military, took it all around the world with me. Everybody I played it with, anybody who I could get to play it, and they just got sick of playing it, but I still love this game. This is my first fantasy role-playing game.
Got it.
And I played Dungeons and Dragons and things like that, but this game really, for some reason, as a board game, really flipped the switch in my head. And I took it in the Navy. I was in the Navy, and we took it all over, and you'd have nothing to do, so we play this game for hours. My friends would play for hours, and it's just a fun. Get with your friends, drink, have some sodas and some snacks, and just sit there and play all night and rip on each other. And then they came out with the 4th edition recently, and I've been buying all those, so this will always be in my collection.
Outstanding. All right. So now you said that you were in the Navy, so you've traveled around, I assume?
Yes,
some?
I have.
Have you been exposed to any games in other countries, and are they any different?
Well, no, I mean, really, gaming is the same all over the world. Board games, the reason why I think that they're a good thing is because human beings, since the beginning of human beings, we love to sit down and interact with one another. Board games have been around for 3,000 years. The ancient Egyptians played.
Wow.
The Greeks. I mean, chess has been around for nearly 2,000 years.
Uh-huh.
So, board games have always been a way for human beings to interact, and that's what I love about the hobby. That's what I love.
Cool. Absolutely. Wow, that's great. And so somebody's watching this for the very first time, and they're thinking about coming to the store, but they're like, I've never played any of these games before. Is there any advice or a specific game that you would recommend to that first timer who's...
Sure. I can suggest 2 things. One game that's good for every gamer, I think, and I really haven't found anybody who dislikes it, is to get you out of the idea of your normal Monopoly and things like that. There's a game I call it Dominion. It's very popular. It's a deck building game.
Okay.
Where you buy certain cards and you help build your deck up, and then you can buy more cards. There's not much interaction between other players, so there's not all this like beat up and stuff. But it's about management, about management and money, and things of that nature.
So now, when you say buy cards, there's currency in the game,
right?
Or
We
they have
start
to
out
pay...
with some currency in the game.
Okay, all right, and then you're buying.
You have to buy the game from us.
Yeah, okay, all right.
But no, you start with a certain amount of cards that helps you buy more cards, and you're building your deck, and then at the end you're buying victory points too.
Okay.
And then you get to the end and you see who has the most.
Cool.
Pretty simple game. I demoed it and showed 100 people.
Okay.
And no one said it. And it's a good game. Like, oh, okay, games can be more than that. My second suggestion is go on the internet. There's a website called BoardGameGeek.com.
BoardGameGeek.com. Okay.
It is the mecca of board game. It has just about every board game ever made listed. And if you're looking for a game, or you remember a game from your childhood, you'll probably find it on there. And then you'll get good suggestions from people, and it's a good place to start to get into the hobby.
Cool.
And then come here and buy some.
Right. So when we come here, you have this great gaming room here that you can't really see on the camera, but there's a lot of great tables to sit at. If I want to play a game for the first time, will there be anybody here to help or to...
Yeah, I'll try. Weekends are the best. We might have more than one person here, but it's going to be me.
Okay.
I'll do my best. If we're slow, yeah, sure, I'll come. I know how to play probably 90% of these games.
Cool.
Some of them, the newer ones, I haven't had a chance to play yet, but I'll sit down and play with you.
Good times.
So.
All right. Well, Bob, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you for your time.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Cut!